Alright, these are the Speed King 12-inch bars with the 2-inch pullback. These are on a 2008 Sportster 1200. Initial reaction, I absolutely love these bars. It puts that in conjuncture with this Saddleman. It puts me in the most perfect riding position, so comfortable. I'm 5'8", and so I'm short, and I have mid controls too, and perfect riding position. I love everything about it. Quality of the bars, amazing. The finish is really good. I am running all the stock cables right now. This brake line is pretty much maxed out. I'm gonna have to replace this brake line. Throttle cables are working, except for if I turn the bars all the way to the left, it gets too tight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rerun these cables on the outside of the fork here, so because it works fine. It works fine now, but if the bars are all the way turned left, it puts too much tension on these, and the throttle gets stuck. So I'm gonna rerun these behind this, and hopefully that fixes that problem. I need to do a new brake line, but clutch cable works. Stock clutch cable, I should say. Stock throttle cable should work, and in theory, technically, the stock brake line does work. It all works, but a little finagling. Only problem I had, and this isn't really their problem, this isn't their fault, but in order to run these, do the internal wiring, so I don't know the technical terms, but the connectors at the end of these cables for your hand controls, the butt connector, whatever you want to call it, that it was way too big. It wouldn't fit. It wouldn't even come close to fitting out of these holes. So you have to fish it underneath here, underneath this where this is. You have to fish that all the way down here to run it out here for the internal wiring. That connector was way too big. No chance it was fitting through here. So I had to cut all the stock wires and fish it through, and then resolder them all. It took about an hour. Not the end of the world. But that is just something to keep in mind if you do these bars on a Sportster. You have to run them internally, because these clamps won't go down if you don't run them internally. So that is one thing. You're gonna have to resolder your wires, your stock wires. So keep that in mind. I've had a Dyna in the past, and when I did those same connectors, I had a 2016 Dyna Street Bob, and when I did bars and I ran them internally, the same connector, the one that the unplug, was like a quarter of the size. I don't know if Harley changed that on all models, just in the newer years or what, but I had no problems. So if you were to run these bars on a Dyna or whatever, I'm sure you have no issues. But on a 2008 Sportster, and I don't know what other years, the stock connectors were too big. So other than that, these bars are killer. Absolutely love them. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned, but I got this Speedo mount from Speed Kings too. I think the brand is LA Choppers, I believe. And it just kind of clamps onto the bars here with these little bolts, and you can run your Speedo. So yeah, Speed Kings 12-inch bars with 2-inch pullback. Absolutely love them.